My 11 o'clock dog is here, and she is an Australian Shepherd, and her name is Maya. I'm going to go ahead and take her jewelry off before we get started with her bath. Now, this is her first time here. She's only 9 months old, and she actually did really good. If you hear anything whining in the background, I have a little Bichon Shih Tzu mix in the back that is very vocal. Just ignore her. When I have a double coated breed, I like to brush them while they're wet. I'm using a pin brush. This just helps to loosen up her undercoat, which she really wasn't shedding at all, but still, it makes them nice and shiny after you rinse it out and then blow dry them and brush them out. It just helps get all that loose hair out. It's just a bath. You're okay. You're okay. It's just a bath. When I'm done rinsing her off, I'm going to go ahead and put some conditioner on her too. And I'm also going to brush that through her fur. I'm going to figure she's never been blow dried before, so I'm going to go ahead and cover up her ears since she is still a puppy, and who knows how she's going to act for the blow dryer. Since it is her first time here, I'm going to start off with the speed on low, and I'm going to start blow drying her from her back end farthest away from her face. And a lot of times if I just put one hand on them, it really seems to calm them down. If I just put one hand while I blow dry the butt, then I can work my way up gradually near her face. I don't want to push my luck, so that's all I'm blow drying her for now. I'm going to go ahead and take off her happy hoodie. I'm going to towel dry her face. I'm going to put her away for a few minutes, and then I'm going to finish blow drying her on the grooming table. I'm going to give us both a little break real quick. I'm covering the ramp with her towel, so that way she doesn't get it all wet when she walks down it, and I'm going to put her away. Her father did take her out to pee before he came in, but I'm going to go ahead and walk her real quick since she is a puppy and she's here for a couple hours. I want to see if she has to go to the bathroom before we get started, because I know what they do. If they're puppies and they get excited, they'll pee on the table, which is fine, but I'm going to prevent it if I can. Here, come on. Let's go. I guess she's one of those dogs that are just too nervous to pee. She didn't go, but that's okay. Better safe than sorry. I do have a doggy gift shop where I make handmade shirts and bandanas. I'm going to go ahead, since I don't have a tie on in her size in the groom shop, I'm going to go ahead and take one of these right off the rack. This is for fall. It has little pumpkins, and it has a sugar skull button. She picked this one out. I think she likes this one.
All right. Okay, we'll go up the ramp, girl. There we go. She did it. Yay. Good job. Wow. That's amazing. Good girl.
I'm going to go ahead and spray her down with conditioner before I brush her out. Even though I did use conditioner in the bathtub, a dog can never be too soft. I'm using my slicker brush to brush her out while I blow dry her. She's almost dry. It's just mainly her back end that's still a little bit damp. She's getting her ears cleaned while she's here today.
You a good girl? Are you a good girl? Yeah. All right.
I'm shaving the pads of her feet out with a 40 blade. The first time I tried to shave the pads of her feet, she went nuts and jumped off the table. So I had to change from using a loop to a leash. I know a lot of people don't like you to use a tie-on leash around their neck, but in her case, when she's getting used to the grooming table and she can jump off at any minute and pop her head out of the loop, this is much safer. If you're a groomer, you know what I'm talking about. The only hair she's getting cut today is her back end and her feet. So I'm using my chunkers to neaten up the feathers. And I'm also going over it with a 0 comb attachment. I'm using a 10 blade just to shave her a little potty path back here. Because if you didn't know, Australian Shepherds don't have tails. So I just got to find a little hole here and shave it out. I'm just neatening up the crazy hairs on her back ankles and trimming up between her toes. Her nails look like they were recently cut. They were pretty short, so I just cut the very tips off them. I didn't take much off.
We're getting there. We're getting there. Good girl. Good girl. Okay. Okay. There we go. Come here.
Somebody just came in to pick up their dog, so I had to put her away real quick. So now I'm getting her back on the table, and she's doing good with the ramp. She walks right up it. One more round of conditioner, and I'm going to brush her out again. She's almost done. I'm getting a little bit of water and wiping her face off to make sure it's nice and clean. And the big moment she's been waiting for, she is getting her adorable tie-on bandana. This one I made a little bit different. I made it more like a bib. It's rounded on the end instead of being pointy like a regular bandana. I like it. I think it's cute.